and I'm going to be watching it first day, first show in the morning. So I cannot wait to see the Talapati fans like just go all there. I've always wanted to see that, so I'm going to be seeing that tomorrow, and I'm very excited. Every character that is there in the film that you've seen in the trailer also has some part to play in it. So working with Talapati Vijay sir is in itself, I was like, is it really happening, sort of a thing. So yeah, it really did make a huge difference in terms of how they all were on set.
So Vijay sir, what is that?
I think the one thing that I have seen in Vijay sir, which I have so far not seen in anybody else, is the calmness that he has. Talapati fans are crazy. They are insanely, like this amazing energy that they have. Always looked up to all the people that have been there in the industry, be it Anushka Shetty, Nayanthara, Trisha ma'am. Everybody has, have been here for such a long time, and they have done some amazing work. So much that you can do, and I always try and push myself to a limit and beyond that. So that there is no limit as such.
Hi, welcome to Cinema Express. Today we have with us Meenakshi Chaudhary. She's here with me to talk about Goat, the film that's coming very, very soon. So before we go into the interview, Meenakshi, I want to ask, like, Goat is coming tomorrow. We're talking like one day before the film. How are you
Yeah,
feeling?
I am firstly hi and thank you. And coming to the film, which is releasing tomorrow, literally a few hours left, and I'm very, very, very excited. It's like this it's a mixed emotion. There's a lot of nervousness, a lot of happiness, lot of feelings. It's a mixed bag of emotions right now. But I'm very, very, very grateful for the opportunity, and I'm going to be watching it first day, first show in the morning. So I cannot wait to see the Talapati fans like just go all there. I've always wanted to see that, so I'm going to be seeing that tomorrow, and I'm very excited.
Great. I hope you have a great FDFS
Yes.
experience. So I was reading up about your Miss India days and all of that, and somewhere in some interview you had mentioned that from a very small age you aspired to become Miss India, and you used to cut out posters and everything. So in some sense, I thought that you manifested that whole thing. Okay, so in this, with regards to a Vijay film, which is a very big deal, I mean, here at least, I don't know about the Telugu film industry, but definitely it's a big deal here. Did you by any chance manifest this where you're like, I should land such a film, I should land such a film? How
I
did it
I don't
come about?
know if you'll believe me or not, but I did. And I did manifest everything. My life has been all about everything that I've always wanted and manifestation. I'm a huge believer of manifestation. And like you said, I had like a list of people that I wanted to work with, and Sir's name was in it. And I remember when I was working, I was like, who are the people I wish to work with or act alongside with? And Vijay Sir's name was there on the top. So it's truly, when I say it's a dream come true, I am not just saying it. I'm actually telling you that it's a dream come true because I have been thinking about it. And that too early on, very early on in my career, getting that opportunity. And I was like, what are the odds, before he kind of starts a new thing, a new phase of his life, having that opportunity to be able to act alongside him is truly a dream come true. And I couldn't have asked for anything more.
Great. Yeah, I think people are going to believe more in manifestations after this. But I
Absolutely,
wanted to know,
everybody.
yeah, I wanted to know how did you get this opportunity? Like, was it through auditions or someone referred your name? How is because see everybody else they're either veteran actors who are making a comeback or they're people who have collaborated with Venkat Prabhu previously. So how did your thing come?
So, believe it or not, I had got a call for Vijay Sir's film, which was last film Varisu at that time. So I had done the look test for it, but things did not materialize at that time. But I think the team had my picture, the look test pictures and all that they had done. So when they were coming to cast for the next film, which was Goat, Venkat Prabhu sir came across that list of, the look test that we had done. And that day, I remember we had shot very simple, plain, basic, no makeup look, and very, very natural looking pictures they'd taken of me. And he wanted to see me up, like he wanted to see me in person if this person matches the picture and all. And I remember flying down from Bombay to Chennai for literally a 5-minute meeting for him to just look at me. And he's like, okay, I think we can go ahead with the look test. And that's how I ended up getting this role. So it's crazy. Like when I tell anybody, nobody will believe me, but that's exactly what happened.
So this also like kind of, I don't know, tells people that if you don't get one role, if one door doesn't open, another door will eventually open,
Absolutely.
and it would be a
Absolutely.
greater opportunity. Right,
True.
right.
True. The
Um,
team had my pictures, and what are the odds that they were looking in for somebody that had that thing? So yeah.
when Venkat Prabhu first told you, this is the film, and how did he explain? I think your character's name Srinidhi. So how did he
Yes.
explain Srinidhi's character to you? How would you describe Srinidhi?
So the first few meetings that I had, he actually did not describe anything about them. He literally did not tell me anything up until a few days before we started shooting for the film. That's when he kind of told me about the role, the character, and even then, it was more or less the film details in detail were never like revealed. It was just a storyline that I had heard of the film because he wanted to make sure that like it's like it's there and people only get to know it's not leaked in any way and all of that. So when he narrated the story to me, like whatever short bit of the storyline, I really loved my character also because that's something that I've not done of late. All the films that I'm doing so far are very different from one another, and this is a role which is very modern, very fresh. She's a vivacious girl and very living in the moment sort of a girl. And the best part about this movie is that there's so many characters. It's not just one, two, or three. So the story drives around multiple characters and how that adds another layer to the storyline. That is extremely interesting, and that is what I was intrigued by when he narrated the story to me.
Yeah, and if you, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but a little about Srinidhi is that she's modern and vivacious. Is it that's how much you
That's
can
all
reveal
I'm
at the
allowed to
moment?
tell you, or else
All
VP sir
right.
will kill me.
I'll wait till tomorrow to get to know a
Yes.
little more about your role. But you said that you've been experimenting or at least doing different genres and different
Yeah.
kinds of roles with every film, right? I wanted to ask, so Goat is described as a science fiction action film. And I think this is your first sci-fi film. So I don't know if your role has a part to play in the sci-fi aspect of the film. Did you? Just that much, if you can.
I'm just thinking, should I not? The thing is, it's
Okay.
everything is so intricate. You tell one and you'll just be able to tell. So I can't reveal
Right.
much. However, what I can say is that every character that is there in the film that you've seen in the trailer also has some part to play in it. Now, it may be related to science fiction or it may not be, but how everything comes together in that whole space is truly amazing. I don't know how Venkat Prabhu sir does it, but he just creates this whole thing. It's amazing.
Right. I don't want to pester you with the spoiler part of the film. I'd rather ask non-spoiler questions.
Yes.
With regards to when it comes to a Vijay film, there's so much hype. There's all the from the day it's announced, there's hype. Okay, so it's no matter who is paired along or is just joined the in the cast as for a cameo role. There's a lot of hype. So and this film in particular has like such a great star cast, like such a lineup. There are actors making comebacks. There are other actors who acted with Vijay in the past. So it's like a very nostalgic thing. So I'm guessing there would have been some amount of pressure on you. What were some things you told yourself, Meenakshi? I have to do these things to ensure that I also stand out amidst all of these people because you say every character has their own kind of importance in the film. So what were some things you told yourself, and how did you handle the pressure?
I think, again, when I tell this, nobody will believe me, but every day on set was such a great learning experience. I went there thinking today I'm gonna just look and observe everybody because, they're all so experienced. They're all such amazing actors, so professional. They know what they're doing and they've been doing it for such a long time. And I think I was one of the youngest ones on set. So for me, everybody would mollycoddle me, make sure I was comfortable, and I was literally treated like a baby on set. And I think so early on in my career, getting an opportunity to see some of the best, in the industry come together, create something magical, and to learn it firsthand, to observe and see. I don't think I could have asked for anything more. Like I would literally every day just observe, watch sir, how is he doing, how is he when the cameras are on, how is he behind the cameras, and I would just like, I think people would think I'm stalking everybody, but I was literally just trying to make the most of every moment, just seeing and not missing out on anything. So the amount I've learned on this set, I cannot tell you. It's truly something that's going to be like going a long way with every other project that I go. I'm going to learn and take those things that I've learned from this set on the other sets.
Right, but were these enough for you to be like, okay, I mean, even if because I mean, as an up and coming actor, I think all of us humans have some kind of self-doubt, right? Am I
Yeah,
actually going to be seen in this crowd of actors, this crowd of
yeah.
veterans? So was this learning experience enough for you to be like, it's okay, even if I'm not seen, it's okay? Or did you like kind of go back to VP sir and be like, is my role actually important? Like, what was the process? I mean,
Right.
I'm just trying to
No,
get it
honestly,
from
when
you.
I signed the film, I truly give in to the process, and my only questions are related. Once if I have the story, when I'm hearing the story, is when I'll ask a lot of questions, and when it's about my character or the scene. That's it. Apart from that, if I sign in it, it means I believe in it. Like if I'm a part of the project, then I will surrender to the project and the vision of the director. I'm a director's actor, a complete director's actor. So I don't even one bit have doubts in terms of how to go about it, because you know what they know the story, they know the scene, they know what happens after and before, because we never shoot in a linear manner. It's always non-linear. So if I start using my brain too much in terms of, I have to know this and that, then it's gone. Like I can't be able to I won't be able to give what he wants from me in terms of giving it to the character. So yes, of course, there's nervousness because you want to do a good job. You want to make sure that every take that you give is a good take, and I'm always worried. What if I'm taking too much time? What if I'm taking too many takes and all of that? But I think because the team was so supportive, they were so nice, and they made me feel so comfortable. I never felt like I was feeling out of place, or what am I doing here? Like it was never that feeling. I honestly, and because VP sir is so cool and Venkat Prabhu sir is so chill on set, you never have that fear sort of a vibe. It's such a positive and nice, warm vibe on the set. So you take your time, you do everything, and I think that actually helped me because working with Talapati Vijay sir is in itself, I was like, is it really happening, sort of a thing. So yeah, it really did make a huge difference in terms of how they all were on set.
Right, right. So I think people who have spoken to have always had something. I mean, if they have acted with Vijay sir, they've always had something to say about like he's different. He brings a different dimension to acting. So because you've acted as his pair, right? I want to know what is that one, I don't know, different factor when it comes to Vijay sir. What is that?
I think the one thing that I have seen in Vijay sir, which I have so far not seen in anybody else, is the calmness that he has. He's very like, I don't know how to explain it. Like there is some sort of a zen state around. There is so much of noise and chaos and shifting happening on set, and he's just sitting in one. He'll find his chair, he'll just sit there, and he'll just wait for everything to happen. Like I have never seen anybody do that. And I was shocked because I've seen a lot of people, sometimes they would just go to their vanities, come when the shot is ready. He will be sitting there. Like he's like, it's okay, you take your time. He will not go there. And the only time he goes is when it's lunchtime. And then he comes back again and he's on set throughout. So I have never seen that anywhere. And that is what I love the most about him. And also, I think more than to give it off, like what you said, is Talapati fans are crazy. They are insanely, like this amazing energy that they have. And I was also worried about, how people are gonna how is it going to be, if they like me, if they'll not like me, and all of that. But the love that Talapati fans have given is, I cannot tell you. Like, I'm so grateful when I say I'm so grateful for the opportunity. So much of love, positive, wishes and warmth that has come in is amazing. So I think it's an entire clan. It's not just one thing. It's everything that comes with it.
So, I mean, I think the pressure definitely would have gone down, as you said, because VP Sir is the
Yeah.
director and he's really, really relaxed and chill. But I want to ask, to act with Vijay Sir is one thing. To dance with Vijay Sir is a whole another level of pressure because there's all eyes
Oh
are on
my
him and
God.
the person he's dancing with. And I think over the years, he's created this thing where people who, like the iconic duos who dance together, they've created like very nice songs. Like, for example, Alto to Bhupati, I don't know if you've heard it. Simran ma'am and Vijay sir would have
Yes,
danced to
yes,
it. It's
yes.
one of the most iconic dance numbers. So, how was it to dance with Vijay sir? Like, were you forgetting steps because it was the Vijay sir dancing with you?
He's such a great dancer. Like, he is so good with steps, and his memory is like, I am practicing on one end, just trying to say before the take is happening like 10 times, 20 times, so that I don't really waste a take when we go on set with him. But he would just come on set and he just does it. I'm like, okay, I don't know how he did that. And most of the times I'm getting scared. What if the retake happens because of me? And he's very nice about it, but he's I don't know how he does everything. It's like he's some superhuman at it. Like, I'm practicing, I'm trying to do it, I'm trying to make it work, and then he'll just come on action, he'll do his thing, and I'm just okay. It's crazy. He's very, very, very energetic. His energy is unmatched. I have to work very hard to be able to come up to his level of energy when it comes to dancing. The song that we have in this, I was so nervous before it because obviously everybody knows he's such a fantastic dancer, and to match up to him or at least just do decent job was a big task. But I'm so happy it came out very well when we saw it, and Sir also loved it. So I'm very excited for the audiences to see it.
Uh, but I want to ask, I mean, on the flip side, you also spoke about how Talapati fans have really embraced you and like given you all the love. But here and there, on social media, there were some criticisms for that Spark song, the lyrical video that came out with a few glimpses. How did you take that criticism? That's all I want to know from your side. Because see, you're
I
still new,
think,
right? So how did you?
yeah. No, like I said, when there's so much of love, there's always this sort of possessiveness that comes with the people that you love, you adore, right? And I think there's the same thing with his fans as well. They love him so much that they literally they it's like they own him in a space wherein everything that happens is personal to them. Everything good, bad, whatever happens is very personal to them. So I think when that criticism came in, it was in a very positive space, and they probably wanted the best to come out. And I think the team is also like taken it in a very positive way. So it's only to help and make it, because ultimately we're all making films for the audiences, and it's important they like and enjoy it as well. So yeah, I really hope that they enjoy that whole bit after the things that have been mended and taken into account.
Right, right. Want to ask a little about Venkat Prabhu sir. So, number one, he of course has a reputation here, and his films have a certain kind of signature, right? He's different. So, had you watched his films before, like most of his films before took up this project? You had.
Yeah, yeah. I saw Manadu. There was some few years back that released right now,
Yeah.
recently, one of his recent works. So I saw that because before I signed the film, I wanted to kind of see his work before, so it would help me do something, because every director has a set pattern, or something like you said, a signature sort of a way. So just wanted to get more into it, because normally I would watch films just for the fun of it, but when it's about work, then you watch again and then you see new things. So I'm a huge fan of his work because it's very unique. What he does is very out of the ordinary. Like, there's some sort of newness, some sort of freshness that he'll just bring, and I don't know how he does that, but it's truly amazing that it comes in. And he's so like with the generation. Like, I love that about him. He can talk to the oldest person, he can talk to the youngest person on the set, he can just have so much to talk about with everybody, and that is so amazing.
Right. And similarly, I wanted to ask, like, of course, if it's a Vijay film and you know you're going to star alongside, you're not going to say no. But beyond that, I think from your side, you might have had some extra points with regards to your character, your script to, be fully sure that yes, this is the film for me. Were there such points for Goat as well? And if you could mention a few without giving
Uh,
spoilers.
I think the best thing about him is that there's always something unique, very out of the ordinary that he'll pick up, and only he can think like that. Like it's unique to him. Like I will never get an idea like that. So it's amazing how he does that, and to be able to shoot with such a big cast, to make sure that every character is given importance, because everybody is so respected and they're all such great people in their craft. To have every character give that importance to the film, and to the storyline, is also something I think it's so difficult to pull off, and he's done that.
So I want to ask a little, just few questions about your career so far.
Hmm.
I think anybody who enters the industry will have some bar for themselves. No matter how much they say, "I'll go with the flow." There's some kind of aspiration and dreams you have for yourself, right? So, as a very very young actor, as you yourself mentioned, you've I think reached the bar pretty soon in your career. Where I mean, you have a great lineup with Goat. I mean, you just had Guntur Karam, now Goat. And I think next year you have Vishwambara, which is again a big film. You have Lucky Bhaskar coming up. I mean, it's great to see your lineup. So I just wonder now, what is your next bar? Like, what are your dreams next? How high has the next bar gone?
I think I like to just make sure that I'm doing better, and I'm working on myself and improving with every film that I do. I don't know if I have reached anywhere, but I do like to believe that yes, I am working and I'm improving with every film that I do, which I love. And I intend to keep continuing to do that. But like you said, I've always looked up to all the people that have been there in the industry, be it Anushka Shetty, Nayanthara, Trisha ma'am. Everybody has, have been here for such a long time, and they have done some amazing work. You have, so many amazing films that you would see. So I would also love to have all of that come to me as well, and be a part of some amazing films that fans will remember. And it's something that goes on even after we're all dead, but they were there. So that's something that I intend to do. Yeah.
Right. Lastly, just one question. Again, when I was reading up about you, I just thought, okay, Meenakshi started out as a Miss India and then now she's an actor. And then I'm like, no, 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 but she's also a state level swimmer. And I think you're a badminton player as well. I mean, a lot to add to your CV, I believe. But
Yeah.
I mean, considering you've been dabbling in these many fields, is there something else you'd still like to explore after acting or while you're acting, something simultaneously that you'd like to explore?
There's so much that I want to do. Life is filled with so many opportunities and so many things that you can do and learn. And I specifically always want to keep learning. I don't like to just, limit myself to anything. There's so much that you can do, and I always try and push myself to a limit and beyond that, so that there is no limit as such. So I have always been a sports person. I've loved playing sports. I come from an army background, so I think that's inbuilt in us to try different things. And after finishing my dentistry, doing whatever I have done in sports, wanting to always try for pageantry, did that, did modeling for a little bit, and then now acting. I think this is one part of it, and there's so much more that I want to do. Probably do a mountaineering course somewhere. I want to do a yoga course. I want to there's a lot that I have in mind. I want to travel a lot more, and yeah, probably learn more about script writing. That's something that I'm very much interested in also. So a lot of things, and hopefully get to do that when I have some time off.
Let's see where this takes you. Right.
Yes.
And any upcoming films that you could mention, except for, I mean, Lucky Bhaskar and Vishwambara that I had
So
already
I don't know
mentioned.
how everybody's saying I'm a part of Vishwambara. I'm not a part of Vishwambara. I'm not.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay. You're not.
yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
No, I don't know how this happened. Some of the other news is always coming out, but I am a part of Lucky Bhaskar, Mechanic Rocky, Matka, Anil Ravipudi sir's film, and Goat, of course. So these five films are like for sure. Then there's more, but I'll announce it once the production house is announce it formally. But a lot of exciting things are coming up for this year and the next year. There's some amazing, interesting stories. I cannot wait for the audiences and for everybody to see it.
Right. And last, I ask this to like everyone I speak to. So I want to
Mhm.
know your thing also. Uh, there's this, I think you said you're experimenting with a lot of roles and you have a list of people you want to act with, right? So what is that one dream role that you've still not gotten and you just really wish you could get soon?
I think I have a few roles that I want to play. I think they'll all be, I don't know which one turns out to be, like that dream role, because I think that will get to know with time. But I definitely want to play a sports related film, since I've always been a fan of sports and I've loved watching films that, motivate you and inspire you to do more. I would love to be a part of a film like that, something related to sports maybe. Because so far I think I haven't got any script that is related to that. So that's one thing that I'm very much looking forward to.
Playing to your strengths,
Yes.
right? I think you should also play a dentist in some film.
Oh, also, yes, a doctor. I haven't had a role where I'm playing a doctor also. So,
Right, right. Thank you so much
mhm.
for the conversation, Meenakshi. It was lovely, lovely talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so, so much. All the very, very best for good. And I
Thank
hope you have a
you.
great first day first show experience. It's amazing. Have a great one. Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank
I
you so
hope to
much.
talk to you more in the future. Thank you.
Yes,
Bye.
absolutely. Looking forward. Bye.